You a 95.9 FM. This is your girl, Rachel Hill, the lady of sports, and I'm here with Eddie, the front man, Scott, and Miss Brandy should be joining us shortly. So, Eddie, what's going on with you, man?
First of all, I want to say we got cut off a little early last week, so I want to reclaim our time.
That's for Chris.
I want to reclaim our time. No, I'm enjoying life, man. I am so excited, man. The sun's out, guns out, sun's out. Let's go. It's a beautiful day today in Cleveland, y'all.
Yeah, I know. It's still a little bit chilly if you're riding around with your windows down. You know, it's a little chill to the air.
I ain't catch that chill. I'm trying to look. I'll take the little chilly compared to where we've been at. So
yeah, I know, absolutely.
Give it to me. I ain't complaining.
Absolutely.
I need all the heat we can get.
Yeah, it's supposed to be cold at night though, which is weird.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 47 tonight?
I think so.
Yeah, it'll be a little chilly.
That's good sleeping weather though.
Sleeping good, but tomorrow will be like 57 degrees tomorrow.
What?
Yeah, so that's what we're saying, man. This is bipolar weather. Our Cleveland weather is bipolar weather.
Oh yeah, 57 degrees.
Cleveland weather know the lovers or haters. It's just like, you know what? Depending on my mood today.
That's crazy, but yeah, it's gonna be good. Excuse me, good sleeping weather with the windows down.
Oh yeah. Nice. Good. Have the windows cracked so get that nice little breeze to come through.
Mm-hmm.
Sleeping good.
Yeah.
I love sleeping a little cold. Give me a little chill to it. I sleep all day. Well,
I'm putting a new comforter on tonight, so I'm kind of excited about that. Mm-hmm. That's how you know you're an adult. I'm excited about putting a new comforter on. So no, it ain't pink. I ain't no AK. I'm a Delta. So it's and it's funny because it's not Ohio State comforter, but it's scarlet and gray. So I'm pretty excited about that too.
I'm pretty sure everybody who listens to us know what school Rachel went to. We all know. If you don't know, you know what school she went to.
I was like, this is perfect.
If you can guess, if you don't listen, if you can guess the school she went to, we have a special gift for you. That's a handshake from me.
It's funny because I was just down there. I wasn't on campus, but I had to go to Kentucky for a graduation. So, I passed through Ohio State a little bit because there was like 3 wrecks. There was a lot of rain going on. It was like 3 wrecks on the highway. So my GPS had me get off the highway and take 315 south to get back on to 71 south to get to Cincinnati. Because I stayed in Cincinnati for the night, and then we drove down to Kentucky the next day.
I want to say it's a Marriott hotel. It's right there on the river.
Yeah.
Where the Kentucky Cincinnati Bridge is at.
Mm-hmm.
I swear that's one of the best hotels I stayed at down there.
Oh, really?
It's on the Kentucky side, but it's when I say the view is so beautiful, you see all the downtown Cincinnati. It's a beautiful view.
It got more of a skyline than us, more tall buildings. I'm like, Cleveland sucks on that aspect. Hey, Brandy, what's going on, sis?
Hey, guys.
Oh, that would help if I cut your mic on.
What up, B?
What's up? Nothing
How
much.
you doing, love?
I'm pretty good.
Hey, y'all, that's Brandy right there, y'all. That's the beast of the East. All the way out of Fermenter.
Yeah. Y'all got a miner out there, Brandy?
What'd you say? A miner?
Y'all got a miner out there?
A Myers?
We got the Lake County Captains.
No, I'm talking about the store, Meyer.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Y'all got Myers out there now?
Yeah.
You know they ain't putting them nowhere near Cleveland.
But I didn't know it was that close to us. I mean, Myers been... I thought we had to go travel a little bit for it.
Mm-mm.
That's a good story.
Their prices are high.
That's a good story, though.
Right.
It's like Menards. I love Menards. Also, like, if I want to, like... Hey, this has nothing to do with sports, but, man, I really like Menards, man. Like, all homeowners, if you need some stuff, go to Menards.
Never been.
Money at Menards.
Never been.
You never been to Menards?
No. So is it like a Home Depot?
It's like a Home Depot / I don't know.
Lowe's.
No, because it got like a little bit of everything in there, man. You got
Okay.
light fixtures, you got food, you got everything in there.
Food.
Yeah, it is a great place to
Like
go.
refrigerated food and stuff.
Yeah, like it's like a store, and it's like a super store, like it's everything in there,
Where's the closest one? In Parma?
man. I go to the one in Parma, but it's one in Menor.
Yep.
I guess Parma will be closer to you there
Yeah.
because you come. Yeah, so it'll be Parma for you.
Mm.
It's one of I like the one in Parma a little better than the one in Menor though, but it's still great. Both are school. You can't go wrong. I could be in. Like, I hate shopping, so listen. So for me to hate shopping, and I love going to the store.
Mm-hmm.
I can stay in the store all day.
Oh wow.
Don't tell nobody. Like, hey, you want to go to Menards?
I gotta go check it out then.
That's like my Sam's Club.
They got TVs and stuff in there.
You know what? I never paid attention. I couldn't tell you. I always go up to like. I go to the light fixtures part of the store for some odd reason, they have like ceiling fans area. I don't know why I go to the area. It's like awesome up there. So I go there. I couldn't tell you to have TV though. We want a good TV. Go to Sam's Club. I love Sam's Club too. That's my. You know what? They should pay me for this. I love Sam's Club also.
Really?
Go to Sam's Club on Saturday mornings and get all the free samples you want.
Yeah. I don't really fool with those type of stores because it's just me. So I don't need a lot of stuff in bulk. And then, if I would, I'd go to Gordon Food Service where it's free to shop there. I don't need no membership.
But GFS kind of sucks.
No, it don't.
Compared to Sam's Club, oh my goodness, GFS is horrible.
Well, GFS is just food.
Exactly. So you get everything at Sam's Club. I mean, it's a one-stop shop.
George says Meyer in a few years will be in Cleveland over by the clinic. I don't think there's enough parking.
I was saying enough room there.
Yeah.
Hey, they may find somewhere to put it, you know what I'm saying? But it's not enough. It'd be kind of hard to put it somewhere right there. Like in Cleveland area.
Yeah. Willie said, what y'all talking about? Willie, we talking about a store called Myers that's here. Yeah. That's new to the Cleveland market. It's been in Columbus, for a little bit, and I believe Cincinnati, so it's new to Cleveland. Willie says Costco is better. He said also. He also said, "What's up, sissy and little niece? Don't forget about Eddie too." George says we have a Costco in a suburb called Avon Lake.
Yeah. It's a Costco's around here too.
Yeah, Mayfield. Yeah, but George live on the west side. So
so Avon Lake is closer for you, George.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. I like the one in Avon Lake though.
Yeah.
But Sam's Club is the place to be, y'all.
I just don't feel like paying to shop.
Dude, it's more than just. It's a year membership for like $25.
Where?
At Sam's Club.
I have to check that out.
It's not a monthly bill. It's one-time payment. You can get all you want.
I have to check that out and see.
It's really cheap and unlimited shopping once you get a membership. Like I buy into it every year. So, and they always send you like little gift cards to like shop there.
Okay.
So yeah, it's worth it. Even Costco, I just get anxiety when I get to Costco.
Willie said, "Stop being so cheap." I'm a Capricorn, just like LeBron James said. I ain't paying for no check mark if you really know who I am. So yeah, and he still got free Pandora with commercials. And Kevin Love said anywhere they go, he always try to find the free Wi-Fi.
The free Wi-Fi and the deals.
So that's how he stayed a billionaire.
All this money he got. I'm okay with you. I'm okay with you trying to find a way to save money. But pay for the Wi-Fi, brother. Pay for the Wi-Fi. Quit trying to find a hotspot. Somebody piggybacking over somebody else's Wi-Fi.
He said he ain't paying for that check mark. He was like, I ain't paying for it.
I respect that.
If you really know me, you know I ain't paying for that check mark.
If you know me, you know who I am. If you see my Instagram and my Twitter, you know that's me. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't no I'm guessing just LeBron. He pretty much showed who he is. I respect that one though. And I don't think you should have to pay for a check mark anyways. Yeah,
but LeBron admitted, I think, right there that he's cheap.
Yeah, he definitely he said off top he's cheap. And the way Wade just told him like if he can get away with without paying for something, he's not gonna pay for it.
I heard that too. He leave a lot of people with the bill and stuff.
Yeah, leave with the bill, but he said, but he does too.
And see, I heard he don't.
See, no, that's what I said. The way Wade said he took well. He said he was If you're good with good service, he will tip you well. But he said, but if you like one of those people who like do a lot of trying to ask questions while he's eating, and which I respect. Like I'm eating, man. No, I don't want to answer no questions about basketball or like treat me like you would treat the other customers. You know what I'm saying? If I'm out eating, if I'm a celebrity, treat me like you would treat Joe Schmo. Don't treat me like it's a fine line because you're a celebrity. You're LeBron James. How often am I going to meet LeBron James? Like I remember I was working down at the corner alley, and I got to meet I got to meet a lot of celebrities, but I got to meet Lil Wayne, and Lil Wayne was fresh out of jail. He came down. He came on tour here. He blocked Euclid, and he came to the bowling alley. Cool. And I'm like, how often am I going to meet Lil Wayne? Like, get to talk to him. So I got to chop it up with him, you know, and I'm like, hey, he asked me like what I'm listening to. I was listening to my cousin actually, who's a rapper, and I'm like, I'm listening to my cousin actually. He's like, let me hear it. So I got to talk to Lil Wayne, and he actually, I was like, oh, I got a demo for you. It was like you just let them talk to you, they'll probably like they'll hold a good conversation with you, and like, he like, you know, let me hear it. He listened to him. He like, hey, get him down here. I'll sign it right now.
What?
Yeah. And my cousin never showed up.
Oh my God.
Never. I tell this story because every time I tell it, it makes me mad that he never showed up. And Lil Wayne was willing to sign it right on the spot. Like, hey, cause he's pretty. I mean, like I know everybody like think they got a good rapper, but he's actually really good. And at the time, Lil Wayne was willing to sign him, and he never showed up.
He ain't wanted them.
He wasn't hungry enough.
So what he doing now?
Struggling.
Oh my God. Of course. Brandy, Willie said your braids are popping. He said hat job. I'm not sure what he's talking about in reference to that. And he said Joe Schmo be trying to knock fools over. So he's struggling now. So what was his explanation for never showing up?
You know what? I can't remember. I think it was something like he couldn't. He's like something like he couldn't get away down there. And I'm like, dude, like the bus runs 24 hours. And I'm on the bus line. We're on the 6. Like drive the bus. Like get off the bus. You ain't rich. Like quit trying to like. That's where people go wrong. Like you're struggling. Don't come to a trying to come to a rapper like you're balling like this rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like or this celebrity. You're not. Like you're a struggling Clevelander. Come like you are. Like come you off the bus. Here you go.
What about Uber? Was Uber?
No, Uber wasn't around at this time. Like, this was before Uber. This was like 2000. I can't even think. It was like 2011 or 12, something like that. So this was before Uber. But yeah, it was kind of pathetic, but it's okay. But yeah, like I realized like working down at the corner alley, you get to meet a lot of celebrities. I got to meet Def Leppard came, and them guys are. If you don't like rock, they'll make you like rock. They are so cool. Like you be some of the coolest people that celebrities. You don't realize how cool they are. But what it is if you just be normal with them, they treat them like normal people. They're gonna show you who they are. Like you got some who just like R.I.P. Kobe, but Kobe was a a-hole, man.
Yes, he was.
Like,
he was mean to me when I got a chance.
He was mean to me. I was
question.
like, true story. Like I was about to fight Kobe Bryant. Like I wanted to fight him. He was so rude. One of my friends was a shoe shiner down in Tower City, and this when Tower City was actually rocking, man. So my boy down there shining shoes. He's shining Kobe and Shaq shoes. Now, everybody who knows me knows Shaq is my favorite player of all time.
He's a really nice guy too.
I love Shaq. Like that's my dude. So I get down there and my friend called me like, hey Eddie, Shaq is at my shit. I'm shining Shaq's shoes right now. Come here. So instantly I'm already down here. I'm going here. So we go. I meet Shaq. You know, I'm talking to Shaq, and Kobe was so rude, and like he was like telling Shaq like why are you talking to us pretty much? Like why are you wasting pretty much saying like why are you wasting your time? And I'm looking at him like, dude, like I don't like it. I ain't never been a Kobe fan. Everybody else, I can't lie. Since then, I hate the fact that he passed away. But as far as a person, I didn't like him.
Well, he's not a nice guy. But you know, it's hard to watch the LA games. And I would say, you know, I really don't know Kobe's playing style because their games came on at 10 o'clock at night. So, we're asleep. So honestly, I'm not watching Kobe Bryant to see what his greatness is.
Personality wise, so. But I'll tell you this: if you haven't watched the playoffs, just thank me later when y'all say Eddie told y'all Lakers will be in the finals.
Well, we actually gonna talk about that when we get back. So we're gonna take a quick break. So when we get back, we're actually gonna talk sports. No more Myers and stuff like that. So we're gonna be right back. You're listening to Her in the Huddle on WOVU and 95.9 FM. We'll be right back.
Tell y'all, yeah, Lakers gonna be in the finals. Nobody wants to believe it.
We'll talk about that when we come back on
I was so hungry. I found these chips in my car, like, oh Lord, thank goodness. I've been running all day.
Mm-hmm.
I've been running so much. I need to stop at the gas station. I'm gonna eat. I hope my car started up. I'm gonna eat.
That's one of my biggest fears is running out of gas.
So, wow. It was winter time. I remember that winter time. And I was driving from Willoughby. I was driving from Willoughby. I'm like, I can make it. I can make it to work. I can make it to work. I won't eat, but I can make it to work. Like if I get to the west side, I'll get gas on the west side because it's cheaper. I made it to. I'm like, all right, get to the west side. Let me make it to 156. Dude, I got to 156. Right there. I didn't need to turn. It turned off. I couldn't. I'm like, man, just go to the pool, because that it's the gas station right there. 156. No, it died on me, man. I'm like, hey. So I had to call one of my buddies to come bring me some gas.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, I ain't gonna do that no more.
Mm-mm.
It's a fuel pump, man. If it's a fuel pump in the truck, boy, it will cost you.
Really? How much it cost?
A lot. So you might want. It's almost as much as buying a. It's like maybe a couple. If a transmission about 1,400 for a fuel pump in the truck, you're gonna pay about 600, 700. Yeah, I don't want to do that, so I'm just.
This message was brought to you by the Cleveland Clinic and WOVU 95.9 FM for Burnsville Park Community Radio Station. Welcome back to Her in the Huddle with Rachel Hill, the First Lady.
All right, welcome back to Her in the Huddle, WOVU 95.9 FM. And George has got to it before we could, but he said, actually, what is it about the NBA and the firing of good coaches lately? Monty Williams and Glenn Doc Rivers. Okay, so why did I not know his first name was Glenn?
I had no idea his birthday was Glenn.
I'm like, who is Glenn Rivers?
Dude, I thought his birthday was Doc.
I did too. That's why I was like, who is Glenn?
Hey, thank you, George, for teaching me something new. I try to learn something new every day. You just taught me.
Yeah, I read it the other day in the paper or something like that. And I'm like, Brandy, did you know Doc Rivers' real name was Glenn?
I didn't know it was Glenn, but I knew Doc was just like a nickname. But
yeah,
Glenn
I thought that was his real name.
hey, Brandy, you got.
I'm sure a lot of people do though.
I swear I thought it was his real name. I'm into sports. I never knew him as nothing else. But you know what's so funny? Because I have a friend. His nickname is Fubu. So when he died, I thought that was his real name. I'm like, they always called him Fubu and then his last name. Even the our big wigs at our company used to call him by like Fubu, Fubu Will. Like I'm like, oh. So when I met him, I thought it was his real name. Then when he passed away, I found his name was Gregory. So oh, it's Gregory.
Well, I just looked it up, and Monty Williams, that's not his real name either.
What's his real name?
Tavares.
Tavares Williams.
Tavares Montgomery Williams.
Oh, so okay, so he go by his middle name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey, you learn something new every day, man. You learn something new every day.
Yeah, absolutely,
And my real
definitely.
name is
My real name is Rachel, but I got like 10 nicknames though. So
yeah, I got some.
all right, so let's go ahead and get into, since we opened up with NBA, we can get to the schedule game in a little bit. But the Eastern Conference Finals are all set, and the Western Conference Finals are all set. So tonight you have the game in the Western Conference Finals, Game 1, the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Denver Nuggets.
Yes.
And I'm tempted not to watch any of them because Denver is like the worst team in all of the National Basketball Association to watch. No sizzle, no steak, and I'm just like, I don't know if I could take it.
I'm gonna watch the first game. I'm gonna watch the first game, and if it's boring, I ain't got no problem with turning from a game if it's boring. But I don't think it's gonna be exciting because it is the playoffs and it's the Denver Nuggets. So I don't expect it to be too exciting. But the Lakers are exciting. So
yeah, the Lakers will be exciting, but when Denver gets the ball, I might turn. And then turn back to when the Lakers get the ball, because I'm just like, I cannot stand this. So it's definitely going to be very interesting to see what happens in this series. I know you're predicting a LA Lakers win, but I'm predicting a Denver Nuggets win. But I can see why everybody in the association wants the Lakers to come out of it, because obviously I think the Lakers Celtics is a thing of the past. They revisited it, with Kobe and, Kevin Garnett in them. But I think that's kind of in the past, that huge rivalry, back in the day.
Rivalry there.
Right.
You're 100%. It's not a rivalry. So anybody about to say it's a rivalry game, it's not. It's a legendary game though. Rivalry is out the window. It's not a rivalry anymore. It's not Boston Lakers, Celtics Lakers of the past. But what it is you got two teams, both with 17 titles apiece, both with legendary history. And you're going against each other. If they make it, I'm not saying they're going to make it. I think the Lakers are going to make it. I do think Boston will come out. I do think it's going to be Lakers, Celtics, but I'm not betting on it.
And that's a tall task. Brandy, what do you think? You think that the Lakers going to come out against the Denver Nuggets?
I don't know. I'm torn. I've been thinking about I don't know. I think it could go really either way. I think in order for the Lakers to win, I think Anthony Davis has to play well the whole series. And if they are able to control Jokic, then I think the Lakers can win. But it's not going to be easy.
Eddie. My God. Yeah, also Jokic, that's a good point about him. Anthony Davis. I don't know if y'all saw the picture going around the internet not yesterday, but last week. Y'all seen Unbreakable with Samuel L. Jackson. So I haven't seen the movie before.
You never seen Unbreakable?
But no.
Oh, Lord.
But you know what I'm talking about, Brandy?
I have not seen it either.
But you know the character. Yeah, but you know the character that's in the wheelchair, right? So they had Anthony Davis' face superimposed on a wheelchair, dressed up as Mr. Glass. After he got his concussion.
Yeah. So in the movie Unbreakable, you have Bruce Willis who can't get hurt. It's a 3-part series. Then you have Samuel L. Jackson, who is pretty much made of glass. And then the third is you have I can't think of the movie with the guy who was like a schizophrenic. But yeah, it's a great series. But I can believe that Anthony Davis stay hurt. He is hurt but if he can stay healthy and he play big like he did against the Golden State Warriors, the Lakers will win. They will win. I'm telling you, y'all heard it here. I have the Lakers winning this series.
Brandy, who you got winning this series? You said you torn.
Oh, geez.
Ain't no torn, Brandy. Pick a team.
I'll go with the Lakers.
That's my girls. That's my. I love
It's gonna be a tall task, though.
So
The Denver Nuggets are good. Even if I hate their style of basketball, they are good, and they pretty much demolish every team that they play. You see, they got rid of Kevin Garnett really easily. And who did they play in the opening round? They almost swept Minnesota.
Yeah, but see the thing about the first of all, Minnesota one thing. The thing about the Suns had no bench. Like you need a bench against this team. The Lakers have a bench. The Lakers have very good role players. And that's something the Suns didn't have. The Suns had 3 players, and they starting 5, and then that was it. Like once they starting 5 was done, they didn't have nobody they can go to.
And Chris Paul was hurt too.
And then I'm about to say when Chris Paul wound up getting hurt, which is
every playoff series.
It's starting to get ridiculous. Like he another one can't stay healthy, but
I think he usually fine until the playoffs. Yeah.
I think DeAndre Ayton hurt a lot too in that last game.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like so for me, like I said, I think with their role players of the Lakers, I think the Lakers definitely can take this game. Not saying it's gonna be easy, but I do have the Lakers in 6. You heard it here. And then when you go over to the East, I'm not surprised that Philadelphia didn't make it. Doc Rivers, I'm not surprised Doc Rivers ain't there no more either. But I don't see that being a tough match. I don't see Miami staying with Boston at all. I won't be surprised if they sweep them. I'll give it a gentleman's sweep, which is the Celtics in 5.
I'm going Celtics in 6.
I can see that.
I think Jimmy Butler will have an amazing series. He kind of got to. And, Tyler Hero, I don't think is playing in this series. But,
you can't trust Lowry.
Yeah, but, this team is playing with a chip on their shoulder. Being one of the worst seeds coming into, the tournament or what have you. And, they've kind of shown the world that they could shock the world and do what they needed to do.
This is my thing. Like, people keep saying they shocked the world, but who did they really play?
Yeah, but still.
They didn't really have they had a cakewalk of a schedule to go through to get to where they at. And there's no knock on them. I mean, I'm not trying to play them because they're playing the NBA teams, but I mean, you had to play Milwaukee without anybody, and then you had to play New York, who shouldn't have been there. Like New York.
Yeah. Do you think if the Cavs were there that
we wouldn't be talking about Miami?
Okay. Brandy, what do you think if the Cavs and Miami had played each other? Who do you think would have been coming out of that series?
Yeah, I think the Cavs would have been able to win that. The Cavs really should have been in New York.
Yeah, because we played. Our culture was bad. Our rotation was horrible. Like our rotation in that series was horrible. Like I said this last week. I felt that Lopez should have played because we needed somebody on the block. Rather, I don't need him to score. I didn't need him to score. I just need somebody on the defensive end on the block. So when you saw that Allen was struggling getting rebounds and put a bigger body out there who can defend, and you chose not to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I don't think that Garland would have a worse series ever again like he did against New York. He had a horrible series. Same with and then when he was on, Mitchell was off. I don't think that happened again. So I know we're crying over spilled milk, but I think New York got a pass on this one. And honestly, if it would have been the Cavs Celtics, and the Cavs probably would have beat the Celtics in 7.
Yeah, excuse me, I'm sorry. One of the things was I questioned that too, why JB Pickerstaff didn't put Robin Lopez in there because you got a 7-footer. I realize that, he's challenged as far as mobility goes, but you put him in there for rebounding, because you're being out rebounded. You throw him in there and also give him the permission to create a few fouls so the Knicks will think twice about going inside.
And when you let, cause I think, and one thing that you just said though, because if you would have played Julian Randall hard, like show him that you ain't the big man on campus right now, he would have folded. Like
He only had one good game.
That's what I said. He was folding. Like, and we didn't show dominance in the paint. And we were giving up rebounds. Like we were giving up offensive rebounds like crazy. We wasn't making shots. Like I said, if you tell me do that series over, I'm going to pick the Cavs again and win that series. I just think that we got our coach, which made us get outplayed.
I don't know if you said this, but somebody has said it makes you appreciate Tristan Thompson and the rebounding job that he did when he was with the Cavs.
It definitely did because when he was here, that's what he was known for, which is a rebound.
Took pride in that.
And that's so it makes you not only to him, it makes you take pride in those people like the Dennis Drivers, the Tristan Thompsons, and those type of players who my role is to get rebounds. I don't care about no points. I ain't trying to be the star of nothing. I just want to make sure that nobody getting this rebound before me.
Mm-hmm.
And you had Dennis Rodman was the same way. Like, my job is to get rebounds. Yes, if I want to score, I can score. My job is to get rebounds, and that's what I'm going to do. So with that being said, you don't really have that nowadays. You got people who want to be. You got people want to be bigs. I mean, like I said all the time. Look at Alvin Mobley, who out here shooting 3-pointers all the time, which used to get on my nerves. I mean, he started slowing it down close to the end of the season, but he was literally 3-point king. Like he touched the ball, he stepped back three. Like, dude, if you don't go to the paint.
Him and Isaac Okoro. That's why Isaac was left open against the Nets, and he finally hit one.
Poor man, that guy there. He just shoot. He don't care. I was about them against in the New York series. Like, man, dude, he just grabbed the ball. He don't look for the pass. He literally gunning it.
They have to address the three this offseason. We got to go ahead and take a break. You're listening to Her in the Huddle on WOVU and 95.9 FM. We'll be right back. I couldn't find my radio spot for a second. So another shooting today in New Mexico. Another shooting today in New Mexico.
At school?
Huh?
At a school?
No. The guy was walking through the neighborhood just shooting people.
Crazy out here.
They shot him 16 times.
Our name is a nod to Garrett Morgan, the noted Cleveland inventor and businessman. Among his many successful inventions was the three-position traffic signal, which influenced the traffic signal we use today. Morgan also started the newspaper that eventually became the Daily Post. Now that's showing up on his power.
I want to try that again.
Try what?
The grilled cheeseburger from Five Guys.
Gross.
They said everybody they raving about it.
Yes, indeed. Signal Cleveland is on the right path. The path of getting to more news. The Crossroads symbol inspired our Cleveland Signal news logo. Look for our Crossroads logo at a community event near you. I'm the people. Tell us what's important to you. I'm Marvetta. I'm Sheila. I'm Lila Parker.
Tell us what's important to you.
Welcome back to Her and the Huddle on WOVU at 95.9 FM. So we got our picks for NBA before we move on to Major League Baseball, correct?
I picked mine. Brandy and pick her East though.
Brandy, who's your East?
Boston.
Okay. I agree, Boston as well. I don't think it'll be gentleman sweep though. I think it'll be 6 games to 2 games.
What you got? 6 games.
I mean 4 games to 2 games. Shut up.
Right.
Y'all know what I meant.
Right.
What you got, Brandy?
Yeah, I think it'll go 6 games.
Okay. I think y'all been generous. I think y'all must really like Miami.
No, it's not that. But how do you think Miami will perform in their home arena though?
They did do 2-2 during the season, so could go 7 games. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see that happening. We'll see. We'll see. We gonna if I lose, let's see. If I lose, what can I give you? If I lose,
Money work fine.
if I lose, Rachel, I'll take you out on a date. I heard it here.
If you win, you gotta take Brandy out.
If I win, Brandy, I'll take you out.
All right, there we go.
Wait, I'll take you out for ice cream. You eat ice cream? We'll take you out for ice cream, Brandy.
Yeah.
Mitchell's is
I
delicious.
love Mitchell's.
That key lime pie.
It's a win-win for me.
Oh,
So I'll take you to Mitchell's if I lose. I don't think I'm gonna lose.
the peach ice cream that come out at the end of August. Oh my God, it's like some of the best ice cream I've ever had in my life. So yeah.
I'm so generic. I get the same ice cream every time.
What?
Give me the Oreo with add caramel.
Okay.
Oreo, give me the Oreo brownie. Give me the brownies sundae with the Oreo ice cream on top, and then add caramel to it. That's all I get. I don't change up. I couldn't tell you about no other ice cream there. That's all I know.
You gotta try something different though.
Look, I'll be too scared to try. I'll be too scared to try different because I'm like, man, I'm so picky.
Try the key lime pie, man.
I don't like key lime pie, so I know I ain't gonna like that. I know I'm not. Now peach, I might try the peach because I do like peach. I'm never gonna try key lime pie. That's the nastiest thing in the world. That is up there. Okay, all right, everybody who's listening, y'all about to hate me on this one, but key lime pie is almost as nasty as red velvet cake. So,
You must be eating red velvet cake with cream cheese on top because my mom makes a flawless red velvet cake because red velvet cake, the original icing on there is called an ermine buttercream, which is a cooked flour frosting and not cream cheese. So people destroy it by putting cream cheese on there. So if you've been having cream cheese frosting, that might be one of the reasons why you don't like it. But let's move on to the Guardians because we'll go down the rabbit hole talking about something else.
Listen, y'all, we can go down rabbit hole all day. Let's go.
Yeah. So Brandy, what are your thoughts about the Guardians right now? They're sitting below 500. They have pitching issues. They have batting issues. But you have Josh Naylor making history with 3 home runs in the 8th inning in 3 straight games. So nobody's did that in Major League Baseball since 1961. So also he made history last year where he in Chicago, in which he had those 2 home runs, I think in the 8th inning to take them to extra innings and stuff like that. So you got Josh Naylor breaking records. So what do you think overall regarding this team right now?
Yeah, I think Josh Naylor has, played pretty well so far this season. Pitching has been a mess, I'd say. No one is really, playing well right now. Hopefully there's word on Tristan in the next couple of weeks. So I think, him coming back will at least help somewhat. But, batting definitely needs to get better as, a lineup as a whole. Also, I think them losing the whole series against Detroit Tigers shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, so they finally won a series against the Angels. They needed Josh Naylor's historic efforts to do so. But before that, they hadn't won a series in a couple weeks. So that's one of the things that you need them to do this week is a big series against a division rival, the Chicago White Sox, who Naylor has had some success again. So this is going to be a big road series for them to try to establish themselves in the AL Central. And right now, you have Minnesota still on top. So I think it's going to be a huge series for this team.
They did say that Jose was placed on the bereavement list today.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how long he'll be out, which that, is going to hurt during the series. But Naylor's going to move in his spot, and then Arias will be taking his.
Yeah. So I forgot to mention that. And then Tristan McKenzie is supposedly supposed to be back at the end of this month. But who knows if that'll happen, with injuries like this, you hope. He's thrown some bullpen sessions. He threw one against the Boston Red Sox, and he is scheduled to go back. And I forgot who else he threw a bullpen session against. So he's done 2 so far. And then he's supposed to go to the training camp out in Arizona. So they're working on the timetable. And then, of course, he has to go back to AAA to go ahead and get ready for his start coming back to the season.
Good. So, this is my thing. And I said this last week, and I'll say it again this week. They're really bringing me down with their pitching, their bats. It's just nothing is adding up right now. And I can say I know for a fact that all 3 of us have them being much better than they are right now. And they are not playing like it. They're not showing it. Some games I don't even see the fight in them. It's like we're there to get paid sometimes. I don't see that extra dog that I saw last year when they was a worse. There was even worse team last year, but they played with heart and they played like we may not be as good as people think we are, but we're gonna show the world. We're gonna shock the world, and they did. And this year it's like it's the total opposite. It's like we don't. To me, and this is my opinion though. I don't feel like they play as hard as they can. And it's showing. I don't think they're trying as much as they did last year. It's like they think they're gonna just pick it up after the All-Star break. It don't work like that.
Well, I think one of the things was, 14 call-ups, 14 rookies. So, these guys are playing hard for a contract and to stay on that big league roster. So, I think a lot of it was, the injection of youth. I'm not saying people are having sophomore slumps, but you had so much youth who wanted to make it. Oscar Gonzalez is down in AAA, to fine-tune some things. Also, Zach Plesac was sent down as well. So, this team, individuals have things to work on. But I think that fire came from these new guys who want to make the roster and get paid. I don't want to go back down to AAA. So I think that's part of it where it comes from.
Yeah, but see, the other thing is like you made it. Okay, you're here. But in baseball, it can be taken away quick.
Very quick.
So, I mean, that will be the motivation for me. And this is, like I said, again, this is my opinion. But that's my motivation right there, to work. You know what I'm saying? Put it in because I know at any given time I get pushed back down to the minors.
Mm-hmm.
So why risk it? And it's like, and that's what I'm saying here. Like, it's like, man, like, you guys aren't play scared. Like play like your contract is about to get pulled away from you
that day.
Yeah, because you playing like crap right now.
Brandy, what do you think about the way that they're playing as far as what Eddie was saying? Do you think that they're playing with fire or cooking with gas?
Yeah, I agree with him. You don't really see that too much. I think, we saw it a lot last season, when they were playing the Yankees and the few games before that. And just thinking of those games, I do miss Oscar Gonzalez in the lineup. I feel like he played very well last season in his rookie year, and he kind of did give them a spark when they were batting. So, I'm waiting for him to come back, but I'm also happy that they did send Zach Plesac down there to, get some work. So hopefully that helps him, and then he could come back up as well.
I hope he don't come back up.
Cleveland was struggling big.
He's not good anymore.
Man, he looked
I don't know what
really bad. Like he was looking really bad. That was the best move they could have made right there, sending him down.
And he's got a bad attitude. You think about COVID. You think about him breaking his wrist, punching him out, getting hurt, taking his shirt off. He's a head case. So I don't mind if he never comes back. But, we're going to go ahead and take a break, and then we're going to finish our schedule game. The last few games on the schedule, we got started yesterday, but we didn't finish them all. So we're going to finish that up. When we come right back, you're listening to Her in the Huddle on WOVU 95.9 FM.
Browns talk.
Start now at try-c.edu. This message was brought to you by WOVU 95.9 FM and Burt Bear Car Community Radio Station. Yo, what up? You already know what it is. Your boy DJ Christoph. Yo, I got some important information to give you. Are you a resident living in a rental property or landlord of rental properties within the city of Cleveland? Have you heard about the lead safe prevention efforts in Cleveland? Do you have questions about lead poisoning and why prevention is important? Don't know where to start? Don't know where to get help? Well, there's good news. There's training that is perfect for you, and the Lead Safe Resource Center is here to help answer all your questions. This training presents information on the Lead Safe Cleveland Coalition, the resources and teams available to support you, along with great information on who, what, when, where, and why for all things lead poison and prevention. And listen up, there's more. If you register now, you're eligible to receive a gift card. Yep, there's one gift card per adult attendee. Those interested can sign up via Eventbrite or by calling the Lead Safe Resource Center at 833-601-5323. That's 833-601-5323 and ask for Ashley Dunn. Thank you for listening to WOVU 95.9 FM, a Burton Bell Car Community Radio Station.
COVID is still in our community, and your health matters to Neighborhood Family Practice. They can help you prevent COVID or other health issues like diabetes, HIV, or high blood pressure. Their providers take the time to know you and understand your health needs and the health needs of your entire family. They accept Medicaid and have openings for new patients. Neighborhood Family Practice takes care of your patients, no matter their ability to pay. Call today at 216-281-0872 or log on to nfpmedcenter.org. Your health matters to Neighborhood Family Practice.
This message is brought to you by Neighborhood Family Practice and 95.9 FM WOVU. Our voices united. Burtondale Car Community Radio.
Welcome back to Her in the Huddle with Rachel Hill, the First Lady of Sports.
Welcome back to WOVU 95.9 FM. I did not give how you can listen to us today. So you can keep it locked here on your regular radio dial at 95.9 FM. You can listen online at WOVU.org. You can also download the OVU app and listen to us that way. And then you can always contact the stations, questions, comments, or concerns. It's going to be 216-271-0959. I'm here with Brandy Fairfax and Eddie, the front man. So yesterday we got until week 14. So Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Cleveland Browns. And we are going to be at home on this one, December 10th, starting at 1 p.m. Who y'all got? Brandy, you can go first.
I think the Browns will win that game.
I agree. Based off of paperwork, off of paper only, because this is paper. On paper, the Browns should win.
Mm-hmm.
What the name say?
Listen, when we talk about Cleveland, but on paper, we definitely should win this game, especially with what we just required on the defensive side. Offense, I felt was already stacked, but we addressed our receiver side in the draft, something that we needed, but we made a big trade with Minnesota. Didn't really give up anything on that trade with Minnesota to get the defensive end. So I feel that we are, and then of course our D tackles are big enough to protect our linebackers, which should give us the win against Jacksonville.
Jacksonville was a playoff team last year. What do y'all think about Trevor
Their division was
Lawrence?
trash. Like let's not forget what division they're in. Like they're they're not that good. You had 7 and 6 teams in the playoffs one year. I mean 7 and 9 teams in the playoffs. It's it's all about your division. You win the division you're in, even if your division is trash. So as far as Trevor Lawrence goes, I think he got a lot of upside. I don't think he's a bad quarterback, but I think he got a lot. He do throw a lot of interceptions though.
Okay, so 2 minutes apiece for each one now. So week 15 versus Chicago Bears have them. This is possibly a flex game because it says to be determined. Justin Fields, another Ohio State quarterback versus the Cleveland Browns. I know they didn't play him last season, but the season before last, they got 9 sacks, something terrible. But I think that they'll be able to beat them again at home. So
Bears did not improve.
No,
they did not improve on anything on the off season, which is mind blowing. You didn't try to make your team better. So I don't see us losing that game.
Brandy.
Yeah, I agree. They've only, done a couple things during the off season, so I think the Browns should be able to get that.
Okay, I'm questioning week 16 at the Texans. We were just there last year. Why aren't they coming to us? How much money I got?
Yeah,
I'm broke.
It's all about money, baby. All about money.
And
But
it's
why?
on Christmas Eve.
Huh? What'd you say, Brandy?
I said, and that game's on Christmas Eve.
Yep, it's all about money.
That's not fair.
All about.
That happened a couple years ago where we played Denver.
Yeah.
2 years in a row in Denver.
Listen, you're gonna make more money if Deshaun Watson goes back to Texas than you would make the money come when they're coming to Cleveland. Regardless of they're playing, even though they're playing the teams, it's about the attendance. Even though Cleveland gonna show up, but you gonna have so much money in Texas right now for this one game.
All right, Brandy, who you think gonna win?
I think the Browns will get that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think that there will be marked improvement with Deshaun Watson as well, considering the first, his first game back was against the Texans. I don't really know how we won that game still with our defense, which is surprising.
Our defense was trash. Our offense was playing like crap. But
defense won that game for you.
Won the game that game. I'm about to say, but the defense won that game.
Like a first.
And I think the same gonna happen. I think they made a mistake by firing Lovie Smith. I think that was a big mistake.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna show when we play them.
Yeah, so week 17, Thursday night football versus the New York Jets versus Aaron Rodgers. So that's going to be December 28th. Thank you. I have my glasses on.
It's a night game.
At 8:15. So Thursday night football. Yeah. The New Look Jets with Aaron Rodgers. Brandy, what do you think about that game?
Good answer. Good answer.
But I think the Jets might win that one.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a week 17 game.
At home.
And it depends on the record. It depends on the records for the Jets. It depends on the playoff for the Browns. I don't know. I can't even pick that game. Fan wise, I'm going with the Browns, of course. I don't know. I'm gonna let you go ahead and pick Rich.
I'm gonna go with the Browns. The question is, did the Jets do enough, surround Aaron Rodgers enough to help them?
And that's the thing.
That's the thing.
It was already surrounded. They got rid of one player, which they got rid of one of their receivers, which was a good. But their defense is still stacked.
Mm-hmm.
Offense is way better than the Green Bay offense. The Green Bay offense was pretty bad. Their offensive line was horrible. Um,
Garrett,
and you
well,
told
Garrett Wilson played really well last year.
yeah, but they got rid of him. But
They barely beat the Browns last year. They needed
that was our fault. We
yeah, that
lost
was
that game.
right, exactly.
We lost the game to a team that wasn't that good. They are much better than this. I'm going with the Browns. Again, this all depends on the playoff record. Like if we're pushing for the playoff push or not. If we're pushing for the playoff push, or if we're in the playoffs, the Jets will win because we're not going to play our players. But if we're not in the playoffs, or we're looking to get in the playoffs, and it's a must-win game, then the Browns, I would give it to the Browns in a close game, a really close game.
Okay, last one. We have week 18 at the Bengals. This is another game that can possibly get flexed. And that is the date is to be determined and the time is to be determined. That's a lot. So bye week 5. So who do y'all have against the Bengals at Cincinnati? Joey B, who hasn't had a great record against the Browns. I'm thinking Cincinnati gonna win this game.
The Browns will win again. The Bengals cannot beat us. We when the Bengals beat us last year, and the only game that they beat us and they got Joey B was because of us. Our own mistakes beat us, and I think we learned from those mistakes, and they will not beat us again. So I don't have them beat. I have us beating them twice this year. So that's my opinion.
Brandy.
Yeah, the Browns have been pretty successful, but I think with it being in Cincinnati, they might get that win.
Also, too, very quickly because we got 3 minutes left. The fact that we play 3 divisional opponents in the first 4 weeks. What do y'all thought about? What do y'all think about that, Brandy? You can go first.
Yeah, that is crazy. That first month is already going to be a pretty hard schedule, but exciting. I think right now their division is probably one of the best divisions in football. They have, 3 teams that are doing pretty well. So I think, that's not a surprise. I do like the switch that we're playing, Cincy the first and last game instead of the Steelers.
I like the schedule. I don't. The only thing I don't like about our schedule is the early bye week. I think that's a horrible time to have a bye week in week 5. I don't think no team should have a bye week that early in the season.
But taking on your 3 divisional opponents, you might be a little beat up.
I understand. That's true, but still, week 5 is really early. Like you got to understand, you got 12 games after that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So week 5 is pretty early. I understand week 7, 6, 7, week 7, 8. That's my ideal bye week.
Because we always have later buys.
Yeah, like this is really early. So that's the only problem I have with the schedule. I don't mind playing our division early because earlier you play them, the better you can get a jump on them as far as the division race. So I'd rather do that than to be beat up, and then have to go against them late in the season.
Yeah, and it's a good measuring stick for where your team is at because you get tested very early in the season. Yeah. So, even though it sucks because I don't know any other teams that play their division coming out the gate, all 3 teams coming out the gate, I think it'd be a good gauge to see what we need to improve on and stuff like that.
I think our division opponent this year. It's crazy to say. Even though we all play Steelers hard, I think it's going to be the Ravens, man. Ravens offense is stacked this year.
Ravens unpaid Lamar too, so he got to show up and show out. Well, guys, that's our time. It is 5:59 going on 6 o'clock. So I want to. Oh, sorry. I want to thank you both for being here. Appreciate you guys. So you're listening to Her in the Huddle on WOVU 95.9 FM, and we are out of here.